Hi guys, so today we're going to be using partial quotient to help us divide multi-digit numbers. So I'm not going to read, but go ahead and pause and read the problem that we're going to be using. We're going to be doing 1,475 divided by 25. All right, on the outside we put our divisor, which is 25. That's the groups that we're going to be dividing up into. All right, our dividend, we're going to be putting our dividend here, which is 1,475. That is the total amount of commands in this problem. We also, before we get started, we need to do a think box. Ms. McCall's already typed hers in for time, but you'll be typing yours in. And you should use numbers like 100, 10, 5, 2, 1, because those are easy numbers to do. You can also do other numbers, whatever numbers you think or feel like you need for the problem, you can do. Okay, so we're going to be looking at 1,475, and we're looking at our think box to find something that's close without going over. Okay, so we're going to use this 500 because that's the closest that I can get to 1,475. So I'm going to be doing 20 times 25, and that gives me 500. Don't forget you have to double click to get the cursor so that you can start to type. When I subtract, so I'm going to be subtracting because I know dividing is repeated subtraction. So 1,475 divided by 500 gives me 975. Okay, then I'm going to be looking back in my box again to see what I could use to get me close to 975. And I'm going to use that 20 times 25 again because that got me 500 and that was the closest. Okay. When I subtract, so I'm going to subtract those two, that's going to give me 475. I'm going back in my box and I can't use 20 times 25 anymore because that was 500. That's too much. Now I need to get close to 475 without going over. So I'm going to do 10 times 25 this time because that gets me closest. So 10 times 25 gets me 250. Then I'm going to subtract. When I subtract this, it gets me 225. So I'm going back in my chat. I can't in my think box, not the chat. Sorry. I'm going back in my think box and I'm looking to see what can get me close. I can't use that 10 anymore because 250 is too much. So I'm going to go a little bit smaller. I can go 5 times 25, which gives me 125. So I'm going to use that one. 5 times 25. It gets me 125. And when I subtract that, I'm going to get 100. I'm going to look in my box again. And oh my God, I see one that is equal to 100. So I'm going to be using that. All right, so 4 times 25 gives me 100. So I'm going to subtract. And when I subtract 100 minus 100, I get 0. And anytime I get to 0 or less than my divisor, I know that I'm done. So guys, guess what? We have our answer. But how do I find it, Ms. McCall? We're going to add up all of these factors that we use times 25 to get our answer. So 20 plus 20 gives me 40, plus 10 more gives me 50, plus 5 more gives me 55, plus 4 more gives me 59. Guys, 59 is my final quotient. So I can put that here. On yours, it won't be here. All right. So 59 is the answer. And I can always go back and check my work to make sure because 59 times 25 should get me 1,475. Go ahead and check Miss McCall to see if I am correct.